There we go. I had to restart OBS. Also, my game crashed. Wonderful spatial. Okay. So, first things first, we need to go to Attack Goose. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. First things first, we need to find a route for the whole sea because I do not have any cargo hauling rep because I reset my account recently. And here it is. Okay. So on UEX, we're going to go to routes. We're going to punch in the whole sea. I don't want to get rid of all my money, so we will invest 14 million. And it looks like currently one of the best routes I can do is Hephaestonite from. Oh wait, I need I need a load dock. Scrap from Seraphim to Magnus. You know what? This would be good because we need to compare these numbers to what they are in PTU. So we can start with that. Oh god, too far. Oh man, how's everybody doing this morning? Or evening? Or afternoon, depending on your time zone? Channel is Chrome on. Oh, there we go. We got it. Geez, a 3-minute flight. Really wish our live accounts actually copied over to the PTU. That way I could have my TS2s. We have arrived. Morning, Colorado. Man, why do you have a different name in every platform? You got a different name in Discord, YouTube, and in game. Well, Tim Jones, we are doing just that. Saft, good morning. Greetings. Christoph, good morning. We have just got we just got started, Saft, so that is what we're going to figure out. I don't have any hauling rep in PTU because I reset my account recently, so we are doing commodity trading. And I figured it would be good to test both of them because the economy did shift in price. Pretty much anything that is mineable, like anything you could take to the refinery, or you could buy in 32 SU containers, bulk grade stuff. It increased in price by 8 to 15%, so that is what we are doing this morning. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So we are going to buy scrap. Our first test here is to see what the prices are and compare them to UBX. And UEX currently has 4.3.1 prices. I know a bunch of people have been making data entries for PTU, but not everything is up to date. So we're going to try to do some data entry stuff for UEX as well. I hope it got better because sometimes we get 5 or 6 buggy missions after the other. Yeah, they're going to have to figure out the whole C, and that goes in. I didn't read the comment fully, Christoph, but I imagine this will go into SitCon as well. I wanted to ask you, after SitCon, do you think cargo boxes loading area will be removed in favor of external cargo elevators? My opinion is no. And the reason I say that is because in Stanton, specifically, Stan and in Pyro, right? You have these cargo centers. And this is the cargo deck right here on screen. So you have the cargo centers in Stan and in some locations in Pyro. These are fully operational cargo centers. Like why would they just remove the cargo centers from those locations that have them and are fully functional in favor to making the players suffer? Now, if it's a place like Levski where they don't necessarily have a cargo center and the entire thing is based off of external zero-G cargo pads, yeah, I think that will be a gameplay loop there. But in regards to manually unloading or manually loading in other places like Stan at the gateways, no, I don't think that'll be a thing. Let's store the ship just so it doesn't get impounded or something. I don't know if suffering is the right word to use, Ice, but I mean, I get it. It feels like it sometimes. Where are the elevators in here? How did I miss them? Abs? Med bay? It should be to the left, right? No. External cargo centers will lead to pirating at stations. They could potentially, but it really depends. Removing auto loading would break the bulk hauling missions, to be honest. I mean, it would definitely remove the solo aspect of the hull C, but I mean, engineering should kill that off too. Oh, here they are. Gosh. I would agree. One caveat: docking with cargo center might be necessary to automate loading. Well. I don't know how to pronounce that. B10. Oh, B101 UK. Be honest, that sounds like a bot name. But welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hello, elevator. Please work. Well, hey. I'm just saying the B101 UK. It sounds like a bot name. But then again, the bot names usually nowadays have generic names like AI generated names, like what's a good one? Something dumb like I can't even think of one now. I'm drawing a blank. Maybe like Justified Rogue or something. That's fair. Gang, we have a problem. Can't get up to the Galleria. I'm gonna try going to the menu. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. 101. Can I call you 101? Oh, you're on YouTube. You can't even see that. You couldn't see it 101, but oh gosh. I had to go into my own stream my own stream to ban that guy. But the guy I just banned was a bot offering the worst viewers in all of Twitch. And his name was Shifting Self Indulgence. So names like that, perfect example. Loud Guns is commenting on my video about the reclaimer. And he brings up a good point. Well, a good question. Do you think they just messed up the numbers? Feels like in line with mining, you should keep 85% of the mats with the highest yield processes, not lose 85%. Which I agree. I think, oh, maybe the server 30K'd. There was quite a queue to get into that server. To which my response to that was, um, the reason why it's so low is because of the density of the materials. He says, I'd imagine this will likely kill the loop to a degree and they'll adjust accordingly. People tend to follow the moolah. And at the end of the day, salvage wasn't meant to be a 1-for-1 cargo trade. Like, it was always meant to go through a refinery, just through the research I did on it. But I think, like, in that video, I got 1472 SCU of cargo. Ooh, excuse me. I got 1472 SCU of cargo, which refined into 288 SCU after the refining process. And if you have a full crew with you on the reclaimer, if you take out the refining time, like, that is going to be a lot of money. A lot of money. Because you're going to be able to go through those reclaimer missions fairly quickly. Let me get caught up on chat. Where was I at? If they go with the flight model, they're talking about flying a reclaimer in Atmo would suck. Yeah, absolutely. Thumbs up, people. Hit that button. Yeah, I would appreciate it if you have a second to hit that like button. 101 says, but external freight centers will only be as vulnerable as station defenses allow. That is true. But also, there's going to be people that are outside of Armistice or whatever. Did they just release a new patch or something? Why is the PTU server this terrible? No, message of the day. We are currently working on a new 4.3.2 RC build for a potential PTU release later today. Wednesday. Whoa, what up, girl? Welcome to the stream. I'm happy to have you. How are you doing this morning? Yeah.
Says you need gas.
I need gas?
That's what she says.
I have a full tank.
Oh, maybe you already got gas.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, did you see Coco's Tower?
Look at it. It's like a whole city.
It is like a whole city.
That's pretty cool, Coco. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wednesday. Technically, I'm working too. I'm also wondering what will stop players from stealing your cargo at the. Oh, I went through that. 85% is just wrong. I don't know, Tim. I do think it should be increased, but with the price of construction material right now, I think it's also fair. I think the refinery time should come down to correlate with what mining refining times are at the moment. But I don't think it should go up to 85% either, because remember, you're tearing a ship apart with the salvage heads that are on there, and then you have to melt down what is there, what's not, and blah blah blah. Yeah, the prices of construction material are up to like 9-10,000 per SVU. Like it's on par with, like it's higher than gold, it's higher than Bexalite. In fact, I'll pull up UEX right now. We can look at it together since we're infinitely loading into Star Citizen, into the PTU. Cobalt 8.8K. You can't even mine that at the moment. With 9 to 10K per SCU. Yes, Coco. My truck has gas. It's all full up. I'm sitting here looking for prices and I can't find it. The refining time is what's going to kill you. So, just in context, for the, what is it? The what did I have in that video? So for the 288 SCU, it was a 40-hour timer. And so you're looking at almost 2 days worth of refining time. And that is with the highest yield and fastest refine time you could do. I mean, it's profitable because if you get the thing about it is like you're refining to 200 and you in that scenario you get 288 SCU, right? And then so you get that 288 SCU, you refine it over a period of 2 days, you sell it, and you get 2 million from it. And that took me 3 hours to do by myself in the reclaimer. So if you have a fully crewed reclaimer, You could easily do more very, very quickly with the way that those missions work. But again, like every time you go to a facility to refine those materials, this is just the video that I did that I released yesterday. So I recorded the footage on Sunday, I think. I did 3 hours of recording on Sunday with the reclaimer, and in that 3 hours, I got 1472 total on the reclaimer. Like that's how much SCU I got in boxes. Filled up the reclaimer, got after the refining process was 288 SCU, which would be, I mean, accurate. It was 15% yield, which has been tracking since the third or fourth day of PTU. And then I went to go sell, which selling commodities is also bugged, which is another thing I wanted to test. But here, I will, since this stuff doesn't want to, PTU is not working right now. PTU is not working. But since UEX doesn't want to work, we will just go to watch. Well, we're not going to watch. Uh, where is the refinery? Ah, did I even put the refinery in here? Okay, so that's the missions. Here. Okay, so here. So you can't see the number here in the yield because it's mixed up with the construction material salvage. But this number is, I can't even tell what it is. I know in my inventory it was 1472 SCU. But you can see it pans out to be 221 SCU after the fact, and it's 40 hours. So 288 was inaccurate, and I was wrong about that. But 40 hours, 41 hours for 228 SCU yield, and then we're gonna try to get in again. We might have to go do something else. Hey, Driftier, welcome to the stream. Love your focus on industrial gameplay. You are part of the reason I enjoy hauling so much. Thanks for that. That makes me feel so much better about doing this. I'm glad I could help. Gang, PTU servers might be dead. Taynak Gaming, what up? What up? What's up? Take a note out of King Chaos's book there. Fishhead, good morning. 07. Well, I wasn't planning on turning this into an official stream, but I was just going to record my video and call it a day. But we're getting hype in here. Well, let's see if this webcam works. I had to move it around to secure some cables. What up, gang? What up? What up? Oh, God. Come on. Come on now. I think that's good. What do we think? What are we thinking? Yeah, RC is hitting PTU. But it does say later today, but I didn't I don't know. If they're putting a new patch in right now, I didn't expect it to be like 30 minutes later. Driftier, are the rumors real? Whole C fixes? That's what I was trying to figure out. And then uh PTU broke. So here we are. We're just hanging out. Bruno Bueno, SC Hollers, thank you for the videos. Keep going. Cheers, brother. PTU's having a moment, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it needs a break. We all need a break, right? Still grinding to member missions to get big money ones, but still the bugs ruin the whole C loops for me. I've heard, and this happens every time they bring a PTU patch out, is, or whenever they bring up the PTU servers, for some reason the live servers just go to absolute crap. So, uh, honestly, whenever PTU is out, I wouldn't really run the whole C. I'd go do something else if it were me. Looks good to me. Thank you, Tanak. Is live up, as that would indicate the RC was pasted straight to live internally. I'm fair. I don't know. It should be. You know, maybe I could check that real quick. The status. Size status. System status. No issues detected, but that would be for live. No, the PTU patch is not out yet, but they are definitely doing something to the PTU server right now. But the whole C is the last industrial mainstay that I don't have a good handle on. That's fair. I can mull and reclaimer all day. Same, but I'd rather whole C. That's fair. Duke, I'm on live and it works. I don't doubt it. Well, this has really messed up my plans here. Hi. Come here. You want to say hello to the world? Hi. Okay, you can go play with your blocks. Oh, your magnets. Yeah, that's right. Hello from the Baltics. She's only 3. She doesn't know where that's at, but I'll let her know. Yeah, they're magnet tiles. Basically, where are the boxes? Coco, where's the box? Oh, give me that box for your magnets. Either one. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. So they're magnet building blocks. These things right here. And oh, you can't see it. I don't know. The lighting. Magnet building blocks, but they are all Minecraft pieces. And she absolutely loves them. And funny thing is, I got them for my older daughters because they love Minecraft more than her, but she plays with them like all the time. I know. Yeah, fish head, it's weird. My oldest is 11 now. Um Krista, she is too young for manual loading. I don't know, man. What did you say about the whole C? Does it work? worse on live when PTU is up? I didn't understand. Yeah, so that is exactly what I said. And the server FPS on live is what really is what tanks. Like the overall performance of live goes down whenever PTU is up. Nick D, hello from Ohio. Hello and good morning. I have a 5-year-old and one that's due to arrive in about 6 weeks. Hey, congratulations, Taynak. Do you know if it's a boy or girl? Need help?
No.
Oh, wow. You made that super tall. It's another boy. Well, good for you, man. Congratulations. Have you started her Legatus Navium Fund? It's never too early. I don't even know what that is, if I'm being honest. Oh. Oh, Wednesday. You're so funny. um, oh, man. I should have known that one.
Lady.
Yeah.
Ice on roof.
There's ice on the roof.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, ice on roof.
Ice on roof. So aggressive. All right, gang. I don't think we're getting into PTU. We are going to switch over to live, I guess. I don't know what to do in live though. Maybe we'll run the whole see what's going on. Get an idea for what salvaging looks like prior. Oh wait, did I load up PTU again? Imagine. No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, your tower fell over. What are you gonna do? No RC released yet, but I also haven't restarted my client, so I'm not sure. Generally, if there's a new client released, it won't even let you connect. It'll just say it'll give you like a 60K error or something. A couple of friends build computers for this game. They passed away before 3.0 launched. Oh, that's unfortunate, Taynak. That was a long time ago. Sorry to hear that, though. Any interest in the new ships? No, but yes. How do I put this? I don't like the Shiv, like the style of the Shiv. Well, that's wrong. I don't like the weaponry of the Shiv, but I like the Shiv's style. Like it fits me. It's rugged, it's beat up, it's put together. You also poop in a bucket like I do sometimes, you know? And it's fitting. As for the rest of them, you can't really do any. Oh, the other thing I like about the Shiv too is you can put a 32 SU container inside of it, so it fits the big package. Where am I at? We are at Everest Harbor. Let's go see where my whole C's at, and we will get on it. Get RMC and CMAT and live before new patch drops. Also, I would recommend buying loads of scrap unless they reset the database. Every commodities reset every patch, Christoph, so you cannot do that, unfortunately. Server FPS is above 10, so that's nice. Moose, they do not. We're going to test our limits with the Hull C, try to make some money. I bought some stuff recently, and I want to get back up to 65 mil. So we're going to see if we can get the Hull C working. Area 18. All right, we're backspacing. Good on that guy for trying to heal me after I backspaced. Good on him. Oh, the NFL power rankings came out. And then fast travel back to the hangar. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are #1 in power rankings. That's wild. Anybody else watch NFL? Are we doing whole C contracts or going to risk now auto loading? Both. You know, I used to love watching football, Seahawks fan, but I lost interest after I discovered rugby. That's fair. What are you talking about, Fishhead? They've had games in London like all these past few weeks. But that being said, what is it? Oh, you had a box at Wembley. Very nice, very nice. What is it? There is a package on like Sky Sports where they offer to show the games. I don't know if you have Sky Sports, but also there's NFL. Why do I have three? Oh, never mind. Disregard. It was a whole A. Yeah, see what I mean? PTU goes down and the whole C works great. I should probably change the title of my streams. Okay, Twitch is updated. PTU down. I used to watch F1 when I travel and I streams. I love my F1. I love my F1. Issue is the time it's on, like 4 a.m. for me. That's fair. Yeah, until they get like an actual like EU football league out there again, like they did in the 90s, 2000s. I don't really see them accommodating that. But from what I've seen in Brazil, Mexico City, and London, NFL football is getting very, very popular over in the EU and other countries. Fastest way I found to get from member to advance is run the Magnus to Everest, but setting your spawn point at Magnus, pick up the contract to run to Everest and backspace and repeat. Yeah, that works really, really well if you have multiple cargo ships. Do they need to bring down the PTU before they can release the live update? No, I imagine that they have something to do on the back end where they have to bring the PTU down. That would be the only reason. As far as I could tell, like, I don't know. I want to see the race in Hungary. Oh, man, I would love to go to one of these races. It's just so freaking expensive. Like, the only ones in the U.S. are Vegas, Dallas, and Miami. And for each one of those, it's like just to get a regular seat at an F1 race is somewhere around 3,000. Like, not even in the grandstands, just anywhere on the track, it's like 3,000. It's insane. So the games over here are to cater in part to overseas U.S. forces. Yeah, and that happened a lot when I was overseas as well. Maybe Monaco. I would love to go to Monaco. I also need to get my passport renewed. I don't think my passport's been current since like 2022, I think. Tanak, I did 4 years active duty as infantry for the U.S. Army, and then I switched to the reserves and finished up a 15 years and medically retired from there. And here I am now. And in the reserves, I did satellite communications, 25 Quebec. We are going to Pyro Gateway. Oh, well, thanks for the support, Tanak. I appreciate it. Mine filled up. Had to put extra pages. What filled up? I could go see Montreal or Miami F1, but I think Budapest would be far better. I would love to go to Monaco, personally. That's just me. Go into Pyro and test your luck with the missions out in Pyro. I would recommend starting at Ruin Station. Thank you, my love. I would recommend starting out at Ruin Station and get like point A to point B missions. So go from Ruin Station, like Obituary, or Ruin Station over to Patch City, and go from there. The cargo hauling missions are extremely bugged right now in Pyro. 21 as an aircraft mechanic, U.S. Air Force. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your cervix, brother. All right, so we're at Pyro Gateway. We are going to take Master Red Wind Line Haul missions. Bulk grade, these are 401k. I hear Gladius. This is a problem. That is a Drake cutter, not a Gladius. Actually, was that a cutter? What the hell is that? I don't know what the hell that is. That's what I was thinking. Redeemer. Holy whole seas. Something tells me Pyro Gateway's working. So back to what I was doing. Okay. So 1331 ag supplies, 3358. Unfortunate. So I'm only taking one mission here because RNG sucks. Christoph, I will say, your job is far more important than what mine was. I just provided internet and phone service to people. Feel like more people would need plumbing at the end of the day than internet and phone service. Come on. There we go. That is an abandoned Hull C in my cargo box. I haul waiting for meetings. It's the best type of hauling. We need to start up a space trucking, space towing business here in Star Citizen. That way I can get these Hull C's towed out of here. Oh wow, it's actually loading. I didn't have to do anything. Holy cow. Seems to be the consensus here. A lot of people are waiting for a meeting at the moment. Staffed, I get that. Um, I do get that. My only argument, my only counter argument would be I can just go back to a station. One, the cargo isn't valuable. Like, pirates won't want it anyways. Did that load up all 3,000 SCU? No, it didn't. I don't think it did. The cargo's not all that valuable, but the way insurance works currently as well. Yeah, it's not finished. I can just go back and claim my ship if I lose it. Alright, let's go back in the box. Yeah, and I think so too. Especially if you're in a group. If you're in a group of people. Oh. You know what? Maybe I moved. I'm just gonna turn my engines off. No. Huh. Zaynak, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know how to opt out of Facebook. Yeah. You found one?
Yes.
Wow.
I want it.
Okay, I think we might actually be done now. To the gateway we go. You can already pull stuff off salvage in 431, like mole bags to sell, or the torps off the Polaris that can be found at asteroid bases or guns you need, etc. Off ships in general. Yeah, absolutely. And then the salvaging missions are going to have cargo and the default loadouts. So, for instance, like the A2 is going to have the Colossus bombs and all the big guns that it has on it. Forbid.
No.
What, baby?
1 minute go.
1 minute go?
Yes.
Where are we going? You're not even dressed. Yeah, you got to get dressed if you want to go somewhere. And brush your hair and your teeth. How's the whole C missions today? I just started. I literally just started. I was trying PTU. PTU servers went down. Couldn't connect. So we are doing our first mission into Pyro to do a whole C mission. I mean, so far so good. A little bit of hiccup with the cargo loading, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, salvage missions are relatively safe. That's why I recommend, like, if you have a group of friends that you play with, have one of them, have one of them in like a C2 or a whole C, grabbing the cargo off the ship. Because if you pick up those A2 or the Hercules missions in general, there could be a lot of cargo on there, and they increase the price of scrap significantly. So, like at Magnus Gateway, it's selling for like 1.8k per SCU, the scrap is, and at Endgame in Pyro, you can sell it for 2.4k. So, it's totally worth it. The like 101 saying, getting ship items and or weapons and equipment and stuff off of them, they're not as profitable per se, but like mole bags can sell for quite a bit. Weapons can sell for quite a bit. Colossus bombs can sell for quite a bit, but all that stuff's been nerfed, so not as much as the cargo would sell for, but totally worth it. There's only Vulture and Raft in our family. I mean, those are two great ships. I love them. Nothing for hauling per se, Furbid. They did do a fix for the ATC. The issue where it wouldn't detect that your ship or cargo was in the ATC box. Potentially, they potentially fix that. Mole bags can fit on the Prospector still. You just can't double stack them like they used to, Bill. Yeah, so where that comes from, Christoph, is Ben Matthias, and that was Star Citizen Live Inside the Ship series or whatever. John Cruise, or what was the question? The question was, will we see a medium to large salvage ship? And John Cruise was saying, his response was, we would like to see like a starter, like a beginner starter, a professional starter, small, medium, large, capital size ship. And then Ben had said, I would really like an orange salvage ship. And Jared said, I've watched this over and over again. And Jared said, why orange? And Ben responded with, I think salvage just looks good in orange. So I'm waiting for my Argo salvage ship. I wants it. Other people do haul, but I will say I am probably one of the few people that actually does mining and salvaging on a consistent basis. majority of the people in the cube want to do all the fun, cool stuff, not the boring industry stuff. Or go slave. I mean, that's what it's going to be. Man, it's the cube does have an industry division, and I, we have 4 different divisions. We have fleet, infantry, support, and industry. And I currently run the industry division with my friend Shattered Orbit. There we go. Oh, nope. Come on now. No. Uh. Okay. It didn't complete. That's what I was worried about. So, whenever you see this portion right here deliver 30, if this portion right here turns green, you're not going to be able to unload your cargo anymore. I would love, oh God, I would love to have a new recruit, Tainak. I will say the cube is not for everybody. There is a 28-day recruiting process that you have to go through, and that is because of previous like GrieferNet issues. But and then obviously being active with the org and voice chats and stuff. So not everybody wants to or can accommodate that. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, if you wanna get in on some of the industry related stuff that I do in my org, well, technically it's Foxy's org, but uh, feel free to go over to discord.gg/thecube. And then there will be a channel in there that says start here. Make sure you read the rules and make sure you read the start here channel text, and you'll be good to go. I think that's the first time that didn't work. Cargo transfer complete. That's a problem. That is a problem. Unfortunate. Coco. Can't see down there. Yeah, I can't see down there. Mm-hmm. Wow, Coco, that's crazy. How'd you build all that? Oh, Rebel did it. Oh, Chloe did it. Did Rebel help? No. Oh God, that event is absolutely wild. Can't wait for org mechanics and member ratings. Yeah, that'll be a nice system to have. Try a less jaunty angle in the cube. Why not backspace? I am not the type of person to always just backspace. See bugged on PTU. We are on live currently, so Pulsey bugged on live. Nothing's changed. It's her upper rear. Nothing's good for the server right now, Grumpy. And besides, if I backspace, all those containers are still going to be there, just attached to the cargo grid. So leaving them in deep space is going to be better for the server than it is if I just leave them next to Stanton Gateway on my ship. Besides, after a certain point, like, you can only have so many containers in one area, and I think it's like 50 or something. These boxes will start disappearing. But this is exactly why I quantumed away from Stanton Gateway. That way it wouldn't lag up that particular DGS server. Because live is already struggling. The other thing about that too is I don't want to go all the way back to Area 18. I'd rather just stay in one ship. Those containers are stuck together. I also wish they had lights on the spindles. Or maybe even just the tractor beams. Like throw a light on the tractor beams like the reclaimer has on the baler heads. You know what I should do? What would be better? Just go out there with the max lift. Oh, no problem, TG. I haven't set up any keybinds, so that's why I go through the radial menu still. Oh, I don't have a max lift on me? What is my problem? Should still be able to disconnect these, though. Yup. Well, 7 Laz. Welcome to the stream, my friend. We're just clearing up our whole sea here. So far, no profits have been made. Tim, I appreciate the follow. Thanks for coming in. And I don't really do that kind of thing. So, I mean, feel free to join my Discord server, discord.gg/schaulers. And we can talk there. Once I get to know you, we can play. But until then, I'm going to have to decline. Okay, I think we got everything. Help you with what? Turn up the brightness. I'll be right back. Thank you. You're also amazing. I don't know, Laz. I was just trying to get on the PTU and test that, and then As soon as I got my Hull C over to a new location, the PTU server died and I was stuck. So we're trying the PTU, or we're trying the Hull C on live now, and it's not going that good so far. Upper front. It's that one. There's that one. Lower front. I think we got everything. You've been playing on PTU, going to be disappointed by the max on live. What happened to the max? Max lift got buff on. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about the Star Lancer max. I was I was like, what happened to that ship? Okay. I think we are clear of everything. We're going to attempt this one more time. And then I guess go figure out something else to do if it doesn't work. All right. Round number 2. Let's see if we can actually make some money. We'll just go ahead and submit that. Bolt grade. 401k. The RNG is just wild. Yeah, baby, I hear you. If it doesn't work, I propose Reclaimer illegal headhunter missions. Headhunter illegal, like salvage missions? Wait, why don't I have any missions at all? Oh. Hammerhead. Hammerhead, that's funny. Oh, there's been so much talk about headhunters just recently. That's where my mind went to. Doesn't submitting a contract under 75% deliver hit your reputation really hard? No, it does not anymore. And it will eventually, but in 4.1 they removed that completely. Your name is SC Haulers, you can't possibly salvage. I can do whatever I want. Bite-sized Hobbit. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I do what I want. I can't restrict myself to hauling because hauling is broken. I'll get very disappointed and frustrated. I need that soundbite from Sitcom Direct when the one guy said all the time, care, and love that they put into the cargo hauling system. I need it as a meme. That was so bad. I will keep hauling even if I can't deliver things. Well, more power to you, my friend. More power to you. Yeah, all reputation loss is removed completely. But like I said, it's only a temporary thing. It was just the cargo hauling missions were so buggy that they removed it temporarily because people would like do a whole sea mission, for example, and then only complete half of it or a certain amount of it, and then they would end up submitting and then go all the way back to rookie rank. So they removed it in 4.1, and yeah. Magic, what up, brother? Welcome in, brother. Disappointed about it, and at the same time, it's improving our ship sounds. Started with the L-21 Wolf. Now Shiv and Paladin. Insane sounds. Whole sea is crap at the moment. I'm disappointed with the ship sounds too, but that's because the ship sounds currently, a lot of them sound like the Gladius. So like we saw that Redeemer, or yeah, I think it was the Redeemer earlier, and it sounded like a Gladius. It had Gladius engines on it. I need more Atlas practice. Oh, the Atlas is so good if you can get it working the right way. I love it. I love it. This one's working. Stanton Gateway is working. We might actually make some money this time, gang. It might happen. Gotta head out. Good stream, bro. Talk to you soon. Hey, Tanak, thank you. Have a good day. And we will see you soon. Love you. Bye. Alt Z. There we go. Wait. Where's my radar not working? What? It's turned off. That don't make no sense at all. Captain Dart. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you, my friend. See, all I have to do with the Atlas is just press Z, and it works for me. Okay. Where is the gateway at? Who's this dang gateway? Ray, great question. It wasn't technically down, like you could still connect to the server, but it was an infinite loading screen. So as to why it's down, I have no idea. There it is. Found it. Captain Dart, thank you. Been subbed on YouTube for ages. Don't know why I never followed here. Probably just never caught you live before. Normally I'm streaming late at night. Well, late for me, like after the kids go to bed. My wife is home today, so I decided I was going to do two things. One, record a video on PTU, which never happened. And two, I figured I would live stream it. So here we are. With that being said, I didn't start live streaming with my tinnitus. I didn't start streaming on this channel until like a week and a half ago. So the reason you probably never caught my live streams is because I didn't start until recently. So with the cost of collecting RMC fuel, etc., then the cost of refining, then loss of 70 to 80% of yield, the end product going to market, going to cover expenditures, or should we just mine? I think you'll be fine. I don't think the expenditures are going to be too bad, but also I want to remind you that RMC is not changing. The only thing that's changing for RMC is the economy, and the prices dropped from like that 8 to 10K down to like 5 to 6K. So yeah, RMC will definitely cover your expenditures. As for construction material, it really depends. Like if you're solo in a solo reclaimer, at the end of the day, it could screw you so bad. RMC does not need to be refined. RMC has not been changed whatsoever at all. Like the only thing that's changed with RMC is the pricing of it. Like when you go to sell it, that's it. That's all that's changed. No, my friend. No, no, no. RMC did not get dropped by that much. Yeah, I'm not playing World of Warcraft anymore. I did on and off for 20 years, and it's just recently it's just been one disappointment after another. So I finally canceled my subscription, and I'm done with it. As for Escape from Tarkov, I still play it from time to time, but I don't usually do it on stream anymore. I used to stream Tarkov like a couple years back. Well, not even that long ago, but I didn't really commit to Tarkov streaming as much as I would have liked. But also Tarkov will take your soul. So there's that. I beat WoW a few years back and finally quitting myself. Fantastic. I feel like we're at a AA meeting talking about our WoW addictions. I've been 3 months sober from World of Warcraft. The 2K to 2.5K was hotfixed. Oh yeah. The 2K RMC was a thing in 431 PTU. So we're at 432 Magic. The price of RMC has dropped again, but it's not as low as 2K to 2.5K. Like I said, it's about 5 to 6K per SCU. That's fair. Coco! You're building something. Wow. Building a couch. Oh, you already did. Wow. Comms panel is not working for the hotkey. Cargo service request acknowledged. Segelian! Thank you for the raid, my friend. Oh my gosh, welcome in, everybody. Well, Segelian, thank you for the raid of 50 members. Oh my gosh, that's insane. How's everybody doing today? I will start with, I am Sax of Wine. I run a YouTube channel called SC Hollers, and I primarily focus on industry gameplay. I was going to record a video today about PTU, or not about PTU, about the whole C in PTU, but for some reason, PTU decided it did not want to run and put me in an infinite loading screen. So we are on live trying to do whole C missions and get up to 65 million. That is what we are doing until I can actually get into PTU again. There was a fix on the whole C, which is amazing, and I'm looking forward to actually testing it. But I also wanted to look at the economy because they had a Oh, they increased the economy for like a bunch of bulk grade commodities, and it's up from 8 to 15%. So I wanted to see what a lot of these different commodities look like. I know scrap got a huge buff, but only if you were to sell it in pyro. So that is the plan for today. 65 million just to say I have it. I spent quite a bit of money and ended up dropping a bunch of money on stuff. 890 jump? Absolutely not. I do not want an 890 jump. The Galleon, thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate that. I would shout you out, but I'm new here. I don't have that set up. Or maybe I do. Oh man, Caster Labs is wild. Okay. Uh, everybody that's new in Twitch, be sure to say hello over to YouTube because we are live on YouTube and vice versa. Everyone on YouTube, say hello to everybody on Twitch. We are meeting new people today. The Cargo Olympics? How come nobody told me about the Cargo Olympics? What kind of crap is that? I just had some Cargo Olympics. Griffin Gaming RPG, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Registration is full, but I can drop a link, or will I get modded? I don't think you will get modded, but if you do, I'll fix it immediately. Be part of a crew with someone, but I also like owning a Connie and a few tiny ships. Now I'm distracted with cargo hauling Olympics. I just did a cargo hauling Olympics like last month with my org, the Cube. I think he's 4 minutes late to work. I will send him your regards. Okay. Let's check this out together, gang. There we go. Okay. 4.3 ship whitelist. Hercules. It's the only ship permitted to haul cargo across the space. Oh, wow. Interesting. Pyro to Stan. Okay, that makes sense because, you know, it's only 2 systems we have. What is happening right now? Did my Streamlabs just die on me? Well, that's not it. What is going on right now? Hope you had a pleasant SitCon. We had a watch party over at the Cube, but I know a lot of people had a watch party. Chris X85, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah. Ah, there it is. I figured it out. I swear, normally I'm not this terrible. Just today, I promise. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's read this. Like I said, C2 whitelisted. System route cargo Olympics. Yeah, okay. Stanton's race start. Start of the Cargo Olympics race begins. Landed in an instance hangar at Terra Gateway. Route 1, Dudley and Daughters Pyro System, the first hauling route of Cargo Olympic ships as much quartz in a single run as you can to Dudley and Daughters in the Pyro System. The second hauling route. So, what is this? Just moving boxes? Just hauling boxes? Route number 3, Terra Gateway. Final hauling route of the Cargo Olympics ships as much aluminum in a single run as you can to Terra Gateway. That's not terrible. Teams are 3 players maximum, 1 team per org, 1 C2 Hercules per team. They time how much SCU you can get into. Is there any like limitation to this? Like, can you just throw it in there and not attach it to the cargo grid? There be a benefit of having a smaller hull ships, or should I just get the E and forget about it? Yeah, there's definitely a benefit, but it's all dependent on how you play. So think about it this way, like if you're doing commodity trading, as of right now, your smaller ships are going to be more profitable in the end for almost everything except for scrap. And scrap is going to make a huge profit for you if you're in the hull C and if you're actually able to sell it. Or the C2, for instance, you'll make a huge profit in the C2 as well. As for everything else, having smaller ships where you can go to different locations like in Pyro. So for instance, the Raft would be very useful if you could go from like Obituary to Golden Riviera or something. And so I don't think that's an actual route, but if you could do something small like that, or a better example is from Shepherd's Rest, or no, Golden Riviera over to Jackson Swap on Monarchs, or going from Golden Riviera to Rustville with some cargo over there. I think there's also one. Anyways, having these smaller ships, especially like the Prowler utility, having the Prowler utility be able to get those smaller loads, and if you can convert them quickly, that would be the ideal scenario, but you can also get a lot of good profit from those smaller ships. Also, they work really well for cargo hauling missions. Brazillo Riker, thanks for the follow, brother. I appreciate it. But there's always going to be a time and a place that a smaller cargo hauling ship is going to work better than having a large one. For instance, if there's some kind of mission in the future where you have to, in fact, the resource drive is a great example. Having the raft for the resource drive is 20 times more useful than using a hull C. So there is that. I think I turned off my music as well. So give me a second. Sorry. Where are you at? There we go. Okay, cool. Well, bite size. When is this Cargo Olympics? Oh, October 18th, 8 a.m. in 4 days. Man, I didn't know that was a thing. I totally would have signed up for it, but that would also require me to have somebody to do it with. What are you yelling at down there? Why are you yelling at Mika? She didn't do nothing to you. All right, back to the hall. Gang, we finished a mission. Look at that. We did the whole thing. Yay. It's nice you guys stream some SC because games interesting and like seeing what perhaps new to be fixed as I'm just waiting on the game. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Jake, if signups weren't closed, I totally would have gotten somebody from the cube. Cameron, I appreciate you. The RNG is just not being good to me today, and I don't like it. Oh, there it is. You know, I know people like that. Well, I mean, now I know you too, but I don't know. I'm usually solo majority of the time. Not majority of the time. I have a group of friends that I play with, and then obviously the org that I play with too. Wait, where did my box go? Huh. We're just gonna turn the engine off. Just leave it there. Server FPS is down to, it's fluctuating between like 7 to 9. That's exciting. Is there a fix in the works yet for mission changing? No. Not that I'm aware of. I've been doing nothing but some hauling, some ace pilot farming and salvaging, trying to get a team together to run some CZs and do some PvP for those cool ships and parts. Hunter just abandoned and kept accepting until you get what you want. Yeah, the problem with that is there's a bug currently where cargo is duplicating, and with the server FPS being so bad right now, the chances are that you're going to abandon the mission, the cargo duplicates, And then the cargo center, after you get the mission you want, the cargo center tries to load the cargo, the duplicated cargo that is still in your inventory onto your ship, and then it just messes everything up. And it's not a good time. And then I just end up throwing everything into deep space, hoping for the best. Sometimes taking one of the other 698K or higher missions to get it to swap around, but normally I just abandon and accept it and it changes. Oh. I have not gotten lucky with doing that. It's been unfortunate. It has been very unfortunate. Hi. Hi. Go. Engines on. Where is the jump point? I think it's over there, right? Oh, I'm looking at it. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wish they would have like explained that in Citizen Con rather than just saying, "Hey, uh, what was it? They had Hull C on the screen and then said we're gonna have Hull C gameplay loops, and then that was it. That was disappointing to me. But I mean, really, what can you do with the Hull C? You don't have to reinvent the wheel with cargo hauling, but getting some long range missions in there will be nice. With the Hull C ever need to load their own cargo? No. Rez, it was nice to meet you. It was nice to meet you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And you have a good day as well. And I'm going to do my best. No promises. Seems like it's going to be a bug fixing type of day. But if you're headed out, we will see you at the next haul. Love you. Bye. Admiral Kus. I don't want to butcher your name. Kusanagi? They explain way too much about the missions and then not enough in other areas of the show. I was very disappointed. They just made it sound like instead of Halsey going from gateway to gateway is too short, we going from Nyx to Pyro type shit. Yeah. And they've said that before. So, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that they said before. Crafting is another thing I was disappointed by. And like they showed us that crafting is going to be done through some kind of little crafting table, and there's going to be different qualities of materials. We already knew that. Like how are we going to be able to see what the quality of a material is? Like get into the nitty-gritty of how my minables are going to be, how the quality is going to work on minables. Like you showed me that I can make a pistol and that some Valakar fangs and the dog fangs or the dog horns, they have qualities on them. Like that's all you showed me. And that's what was disappointing is I have no expectation for what the future holds for mining qualities and stuff. And I know that's a completely separate team from the crafting team, but they could have, instead of spending 3 hours talking, or 3 hours, instead of spending an hour talking about Nyx, they could have just like explain how these qualities will affect the different things. Like salvaging is a great example because they've replaced the salvaging system in 432, and they say quality over quantity for the fortune and vulture, and then quantity over quality for the reclaimer. But there's no quality aspect to it. It's just you get the reclaimer stuff, or it's all ship based. There's no quality aspect at all. Might help if I activate the jump. You too. Chase. Chill. Kusanagi. Ghost in the Shell. I never played Ghost in the Shell. I also never... That is a, like, movie or something, right? But... Or what was it? Started as a anime or manga or something, and went to a video game, and now it's a movie. But I have never seen it, so I had no idea. Apparently my reclaimer is stuck getting the worst quality. Yeah, and that's what bothers me so much about them saying quality, because there's no quality involved at all, Hunter. Like, none. It's just, you get this type of material on this type of ship, you get this type of material on this type of ship. Monofuel. Oh, 75%. I just saw one of my dogs sit on the face of the other dog, just like sat right on his face. That was funny. Chloe, stop yelling, please. Thank you. That is an asteroid. Anime movie to anime show, then a few more movies to the Scarlett Johansson movie to another anime show. That's fair. That sounds very much anime-esque. Reminds me of One Piece, which I've never watched One Piece either, but I've heard enough of it that I know there's like 3,000 episodes or something. I'm backtracking in chat. Captain Credit Card. I like the Captain Credit Card. Is that your in-game name? I feel like I saw an Idris with that name. The UNE. Hey, what was it? I don't know. It was. I've seen it quite a few times. Some of these Idris names have hilarious names, like the USS Empty Wallet. How do you like your whole C? Waiting on the B and D myself. I love the whole C, but I feel like in the future I'm going to be doing a lot of whole B piloting, because I do fly around and do industry stuff a lot by myself. And again, like I do have people to play with, but generally I am by myself. But I like it. I think the thing I like this this is weird to say, but one of the things I like about the Hull C is that I can actually is the bugs. It's I like the bugs about the Hull C. Crazy to say. Uh, I do like fixing problems and figuring out ways to make things work that are broken. And the Hull C is definitely one of those things that's broken, but there are ways to fix it. Alex Craft, hello, and welcome in. Welcome in. Captain Credit Card, you like the Hull B more than the Raft? I don't actually know enough about the Hull B other than it's a MISC ship and it's based on the Hull series. Is it a Hull C or a Merchantman loaner? I don't own a Merchantman, so that guy was zooming. Alex, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you? What you got going on today? Just bought the whole seat. Oh my gosh, got the whole seat today. That's wild. Insane. I'm assuming you got it on gray market. I forget if the B is a two-person ship, but clearly easier to work than the whole C if soloing it, especially when the NPC pirates get put into the game. Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking more of a what is it? The engineering aspect. Fastest way to level rep with Kovalex from junior to experienced. Now, if you want the least buggy path of resistance, there is a mission from Magnus Gateway to Everest Harbor. I believe that is junior rank. But you want to go with point A to point B missions right now because of how buggy the missions are. Just make sure you pay attention to the locations that it's going to because it can cause issues. But the most consistent one, as far as I know at the moment, is Magnus Gateway to Everest Harbor. Just set up 2 cargo ships there of some sort and make sure they're a decent size. So having the raft and like, I don't know, a Connie Taurus there would be ideal. If you only have one ship, then it's member rank, or at least there is a member rank one for Magnus to Everest. Yeah, okay, so I haven't personally done it myself because I've been Kovalex master rank for quite a while. And in reality, I stopped at experienced. So I stopped at experienced and just started doing cargo, the Hull C missions. All right, Cameron. We're going to abandon missions here. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So what was that one? Wait, accepted. Oh no. No, that okay. I thought I just abandoned the mission I just completed. All right, so that one was silicone. And watch, I'm going to try to show you this, and then it's not going to work. 3604 of quartz. $20 member rank missions will get you to experienced rank. 1382. 3845. Man, what's up with all these big missions today? Holy cow. 3736. Okay, we'll take that one. Can I get another mission? $828. Nope. $1,076. Boom. Oh, we need to abandon that one. 2472 and 1076. Okay, so we have potassium and aluminum. Ratchet. Unfortunately, there's like no real like good consistent way to level up your hauling rep at the moment because the missions are just so buggy and inconsistent in locations that they need to deliver. Like the way I did it, you can still do it, but you have to keep track of every single piece of cargo that goes into your ship. I had a whole C, or not a whole C, a C2. I was at Everest Harbor, and I was taking the planetary, direct planetary missions, the ones that would take you to 3 or 4 different distribution centers. And then I had a spreadsheet up where I would keep track of which destination, what material, what was the cost, the rank of the mission, which I eventually removed that category because I was only doing member rank missions, but so on and so forth. I kept track of everything, the drop-off location, the SCU count, all that stuff, and separated it into different quadrants on the C2 and just went from there. That's what I did personally. Because the SCU counts and the missions are changing so much. You know what? Maybe I could do that and show y'all how I do that. Because it is a nightmare, but it's fun if you enjoy doing it, which I do. I love the chaos. I love the chaos. Well, if you're doing trucking in real life, you generally don't have to actually load your cargo onto the trailer. So, just throwing it out there. Somebody else will generally do it for you. If I have a party that individually doing junior runs and sharing it with each other as a rep, yes, the rep will be divided. So you're better off doing it solo. Okay, so it just gave me 2 clicks, which means it finished one load. It's now doing the next. I don't know. It depends on where you go exactly, because I used to be a forklift driver for multiple companies, and when I was driving for IKEA, all the containers were dropped off. Like, I guess they were rented by the transportation companies, or I don't know. IKEA rented them or something. Like, I don't know, but they were in our yard. So it's like each container was slated to go out somewhere at some point. And so we would, unless it was a domestic load where the driver would show up and be ready to go deliver to like down to California or something. Almost every load there, the driver wasn't there, but there was a pickup for it that day, later that day. And all those people worked at the docks. And so it's just semi drivers going to pick up containers from local businesses and bringing them to the docks and then going from there. There was another company, though, where we would, every single load that came into that or had to leave that building had to be live loaded. And I mean, we would get that done, get them backed in, loaded and everything in a matter of like an hour or two, depending on what was going on or what was being loaded. But there are definitely like people who have to wait days and stuff to have their cargo loaded. That will happen in Star Citizen 2, but you will need to pay for those services and it won't be instant. You'll see them doing the work. So you can visit the station while your cargo is moved. Well, yeah. And that's already kind of in place with cargo commodities. Like if you purchase cargo commodities and choose the auto load function on it, then you have to, one, pay a fee, but you also have to wait for a certain time period in order for that to happen. So it's already there. I'm just waiting for them to add it to the Hull C in some capacity. And then how do they add that to the cargo hauling or the Hull C portion of it? Or the cargo hauling missions, I should say, for the Hull C. If they get the modular thing working, they could rework the Hull C and other to allow you to get full pylons ready to go. Yeah. And that would be an ideal scenario, but I don't know what their plan is with all that. FedEx does a lot of live loads, but we do a lot of empty runs to the rail. Yeah, and FedEx is one of those companies that just has cargo in and out all the time. Amazon as well. I want to say Amazon is primarily, unless it's going overseas, is primarily live loaded because of the amount of cargo that has to go out on a daily basis. It's hard to say because the rep system doesn't have a value you can track. I think level matters more. We still talking about FedEx? I didn't know there was a rep level at FedEx. Here's a mission for Magnus to Everest on the member rank. It's about 1,000 cargo that you can do with the Hull C to grind out rep. That's how I did it. Yeah, and that's what I was recommending as well, Cameron. Is that's the easiest, least buggy way to do it. But the fastest way to do it is taking these direct interplanetary missions on Hurston and going to the distribution centers. I don't know what servers you're going to, Pratchett, but every time I've been to Everest Harbor, it's been fine. It's only, what is that? That enemy hostile distribution center, Dupree. He was asking about rep and if supply versus small gets more rep. Oh no. Thank you, Captain Jennings. Do you keep the money you make in PTU? Yeah, you do, generally speaking. Unless it's like the PTU wipes more often than not. So the other thing to consider too is like whenever a ship comes out in the PTU, it doesn't automatically transfer to your account on PTU, so you have to recopy your account, which then resets all your money. So making money in PTU is not really an option. But that's also why they give you 15 million to work with whenever you start up in PTU. Which honestly, with all these big ship changes, like the Reclaimer and stuff, I wish they would up it to like 40 million just temporarily so people can test the Reclaimer and Vulture and stuff. Because not everybody has a Reclaimer on the pledge store. Come on now, slow down, baby. Come on. There we go. The forward boost got it. Yeah, I mean, the PTU is temporary every single patch, so it's like you're only going to be able to play it for, I mean, at most, like, generally 2 to 3 weeks. At least this year, and what it looks like will be next year as well. Just the amount of content that they're going to be pushing to get this game out in the next couple of years, it's going to be massive. If they continue with this trend of new content patches every month, there's going to be a lot of stuff to do in this game. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking too, Jennings, is, I mean, even 50 mil would work in most cases, because if you just want to test one ship that you can purchase in-game, I mean, how many people actually need to test the 890 jump? Not many, right? Like, it's a useless piece of crap ship. Like, the best thing it's got going for it is a medbed. Next will be interesting for industry. I agree. I'm looking forward to the mining changes because in SitCon Direct they did say mining would be getting patches for the first 3 months, and so I'm expecting the Rock Cracker event to come out probably in that 3rd month. But there's going to be a lot of mining. There's going to be a lot of Hull C gameplay. I don't want to get my hopes up though. So while this is unloading, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. Hopefully it doesn't break. Yeah, you sneeze and it break. Back. Getting all hyped up on Mountain Dew chips. I think they're doing this with the intention of bring crafting online right after. I agree. Couldn't agree more. Remember, technically base building is slated to come out, or at least be finished, next month, November. It's still on the roadmap for next month. And then crafting is slated to come out December, right? And this is where I'm getting into this, Hunter, is base building isn't necessarily a requirement for crafting, right? Like initially, because the FPS crafting system is just going to be your little crafting table, and you can make weapons, maybe armors. Like I don't know. I don't know. But it's just you can go buy the thing at Dumpers Depot, go put it in your hangar, put it on your ship, whatever the case may be, craft small first person things. Fantastic. Great. You don't need base building for that. But base building will give you an option to build those larger items eventually. So there will be larger refineries that you can put at your base, hangars you can put at your base, a whole slew of other things that you can put at your base, like larger crafting benches, so that way you can craft ship parts and stuff. And in order for them to get that implemented for the crafting system to be able to make these custom ship parts or ships and weapons and stuff, they need to have base building in place. So the initial steps, no, you don't need base building. But for the rest of crafting, you will eventually. My only concern is that they need to get persistence working 100%, and I know that they've been putting a lot of work into it, but it's just not in a place that it needs to be at the moment. And if they can get dynamic server meshing working, that would be... Ooh, look at that. I'll submit that. What a great first mission. Why did it not submit? There we go. 1830. Boom. $2,900? Not bad. Ah. Oh gosh. Do you not have problems with abandoning missions, or is it only with the 700k missions? I do have problems with them sometimes. A lot of the times what will happen is the server will think that I am... what is it? The server will think that I still have the previous mission and then continue trying to load those previous missions. But sometimes, like right now, I'm not having that issue at the moment. So we are doing good. Hi, Void. I don't know if we'll see the Arastra or the Orion next year. One could hope, but I don't envision it. Oh no. MC2 Wire, thank you for the Prime sub. Dang. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. And that's what I appreciate about you. Come on, let me up. What I'm gonna try to do here is move these smaller boxes and see if I can't like get it to load my cargo. I don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. Aluminum. Wait, what are our missions? Processed food, agricultural supplies. So we don't even have aluminum. That's a problem. That is a problem. Okay, so let's get rid of this aluminum. Well, here, let's throw this. Let's put it on the cargo center. That way it doesn't hit anybody. Oh my gosh, it's not working. I wonder if there's more on there. Okay, well, let's move before we get impounded. Yeah, it was. I think I did have a mission with aluminum that I abandoned. I think it was the last one I abandoned, actually. Oh no. Silicon, aluminum. From Stanton Gateway to Pyro Gateway. Huh. Interesting. Wait, what is that? What is that? I don't actually know where that aluminum came from. Unless it was like an extra box that was still on the Hull C. Because the cargo does duplicate. Maybe it loaded the cargo even though I didn't have space. I don't know. Interesting. Lower rear. Processed food. Okay. So how about we throw that right here. And then take this. Front. There we go. All right. Processed food. Processed food. Okay, I think we're good. The aluminum's gone. We have only processed food as far as I could tell. I have not checked every box though. And we moved the processed food in the small boxes into one row. Let's try this again. Please. Pretty please. Work for me. Obstruction of loading area preventing transfer. What do you mean? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh! There's another box. Come on, let me up the ladder. God dang ladder mechanics. There will be interstellar cargo next update. Nix, I think this is going to be a game changer for hauling. If they use the current system that they have now, no. Like, it'd have to be a significant impact for it to, or a significant change for it to really impact stuff, hauling wise. Do I think there's going to be a lot more options? Silicone. That's not a part of our thing. And that is a problem. I hear rumors that the Industrial Guild reputation is going to be a thing next patch. Little rumblings, if you will. So, we will see. We will see. Is there like another box on here I'm just not seeing? That's true. A lot of people will be using the whole city. Wombles Gaming, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Man, today has been a good day. Maybe I should hire a babysitter and stream more often in the morning. Let's try to close this box. Let's see if we can't get a new box. Uh-oh. I'm obstructing. Don't impound me. Oh, see, now it wants to give me an actual timer. Service request acknowledged. Stand by. Oh my gosh, I have global on. Obstruction of loading area preventing transfer. How do we fix this? I'm assuming the loading area is my ship, right? Maybe we take the small boxes off. Let's take the small boxes off. See if it'll work. Oh, right after I say that, Cameron says the same thing. Take your small boxes off. One small box. Two. Oh, don't tell me I can't. That's annoying. Oh, jeez. Oh no, I'm gonna get impounded. I gotta go. I've been here too long. Well, good news about this is I can go get a new box. We made it, gang. We're safe. We're safe. Imagine if there were SRV missions where somebody was impounded, and so you had to like go move a ship from whatever station over to the impound lot, whatever planet. That'd be so funny. And then like people could plan a attacks or heist on certain ships. Like imagine that uh, a tow ship, right, had to.
Cargo transfer initiated. Cargo transfer initiated. Error. Cargo transfer halted.
Oh, I gotta try to get this box off.
Loading area clear to continue. Cargo transfer initiated.
Yeah, let's say like a bigger towing truck ship, like a bigger SRV that can tow capital ships, right? Imagine that, and somebody has to, if they want their ship back illegally and not just pay the fine, then the SRV pilot would transfer it from whatever station it was impounded down to like Lorville or something to be scrapped, and then from there they could
Cargo transfer initiated. Cargo transfer initiated.
cargo transfer initiated. Error.
Cargo transfer initiated. Cargo transfer initiated.
Okay, I'm gonna have to leave Armistice. Oh, I got it.
Vehicle must be aligned and loading area clear to continue.
Okay, we're just not gonna put that back on. You are a problem. Leave you down there in the cargo center. Okay, now is it working? I can't tell. No, it's not. Oh gosh. More small boxes, right? I think I'm just gonna have to call it and leave with what I have. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Been over here messing with it way too much. And Cameron, that's exactly what happens when I abandon missions for some reason. I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew chips. Well, part of that too was it loaded cargo from missions that I had abandoned. So, two-piece puzzle. Cargo center can't figure it out. If I go about it safely, probably about 75%. But I decided to go against my better judgment. I feel like I almost just rammed that Corsair. But here's the thing, Bill. Like, you have to. it is imperative that you go through the steps of making sure that it doesn't bug. Like you don't want to do anything that's gonna make it bug. And if you do, you're gonna hate your life. I'm going way too fast, and this is gonna suck. Well, maybe we'll slow down. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. For the Gemini, what made you get the Gemini, Bill? If you don't mind me asking. You like refueling vehicles? I thought the Vulture could still stick to the bottom. Wanted it as a salvage Vulture hauler. I didn't know the Vulture could stick to the Starfarer. That's interesting. Interesting that that worked at one point. How do you melt unwanted ships? Did you buy it in-game or on the pledge store? Because there technically is a way to melt ships in-game, kind of. Okay, so we have a patch coming up. You can't actually melt your ship in-game. Like, if you buy it, you have it forever. Like, you can't get your money back. That being said, a patch can take it away. It can also replace it with another ship, which is what happened to my Wicklow Scorpius. My Wicklow Scorpius was replaced with a plain Jane Aegis Gladius. So, that being said, to get rid of a ship, the prime time to do that is going to be during that patch window. So what you want to do is make sure that... Sorry, I'm processing it. You're going to want to abandon your ship somewhere, destroy it, whatever the case may be. Leave it out somewhere. And make sure that it is destroyed or unknown whenever a new patch comes out. And generally speaking, because the last location that you had it was not in your hangar, it should technically be removed from your ASOP terminal. Because the way the current system works is whenever it will take a snapshot of your ships every time that you store it in the hangar. So it takes a snapshot when you pull it out of your hangar. It takes a snapshot when you store it. And that will determine what ships you have going into the next patch. Oh no, I don't want to dock. That's what happened to your Ursa. Unfortunate. Oh, 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 oh. Boom. Had it in my home hangar, just chilling in the corner. Hey, I did that too, but I did it with pledged vehicles, so different scenario. Yeah, you got to make sure you store all your ships before a patch if you want to keep them. And I know it sucks. It's time consuming, especially if you're like me and you have a list of ships that is super, super long. Most of them bought in game. Like, if that is the case for you, then it's going to take you a while to call up every single ship that you purchased in game, and then store them. Like, it takes me at least an hour every single time. But just keep in mind, you also don't need to you don't need to store your... Oh, look at that. It actually stayed the same. That's crazy. You don't need to store your pledge ships. Those will always come back to you. Oh, look at that. 1237, 1567. How lucky is that? $28.04. So I can get one more mission if it is a minimum, or it has to be a maximum of 1800 SCU. Can we get it? Oh, there we go. 3 in a row. You love to see it. It's like playing the craps table at the casino. Not that I know what that's like, but I've never actually done that. But from Hollywood depictions, I could imagine it's probably like that. Here we go. We're not moving. Best way to level up Red Wind? Yeah. Unfortunately, it is doing those rookie missions in Stanton. They're the most reliable. What is Hara's? I've never been to Hara's. I don't know what that is. Like the casino in Vegas? I don't gamble. Like, I'll do like $10 bets and stuff. Like, I put $100 on my fantasy league, but outside of that, I don't gamble. Like, there was one time I was in Vegas and I went to a casino and I went to like a uh, $5 like slot machine or whatever. And I hated it so much. Like, I put the $5 in. I was actually winning too. And I hated it so much that I got up and left and was like, "Hey, bro, here, you play this." He was like, "But you're winning." I was like, "I know. I don't fucking care." He's like, "Okay." And then he just cashed out and took the 20 bucks and left. There's one in Cherokee. Oh, okay. No, I've never actually been to Cherokee. When I was in North Carolina, I was over near Raleigh. I was in a little town called Clayton near Smithville. But I was born and raised in South Carolina. Well, I say raised. I was born in South Carolina. My mom moved a lot when I was younger. That looks absolutely terrible. Why did it load that? Why did it load that like that? Y'all saw that, right? I'm not crazy. Like, you guys saw all that. Okay. We are going to... That's so annoying. That is so annoying. We are gonna slap you guys over here. Let's see. Hell yeah, brother. You gotta represent those palmettos, right? The old palmetto trees. See, there's a small box right there, too. This sucks. I'm gonna be honest, though. I haven't been back to South Carolina since, like, 2010-ish. It's been a while. It has been a while. Look at this. It loaded small boxes both here, here, and on the upper side. What the hell? And up here. And it says it's done. Okay. You know what? I'll believe it. Because why not? Right? Why not? Oh, I gotta get these on here quick. Because it actually finished loading cargo. Oh no! Come on now. Let's all get on now. No! Come here! Whew. Okay, okay. We've recovered. And then we'll just slap you. Oh no! We got 1 minute. Come on. Get on there. Boom. You're not missing anything except all the people moving here. It's crazy how much it's exploded. Well, yeah, and when I was in North Carolina, the same thing was happening almost 15 years ago, bro, where everybody from New York, New Jersey couldn't afford to live up in New York, New Jersey anymore, and they were all moving to Virginia, North Carolina. But I mean, the same thing's happening on the West Coast now, where people can't afford to live in California anymore, so they're moving up to Oregon and Washington. And what is it? Idaho is a super popular place right now on the West Coast because of how cheap it is compared to California, Oregon, and Washington. Honestly, I'm surprised more people don't move to Alaska. Is it? I figured it would be cheap. I know Alaska isn't exactly a popular location, but like comparatively speaking, like to California, I figured it would be relatively cheap. Almost took a job in Juneau. Such a gorgeous place. I agree, but I haven't been there. I've only seen pictures, so I agree through pictures and stuff that I've seen. The grocery prices are insane, worse than Hawaii. I guess, yeah, that would make sense. I mean, you are far up there. I'm surprised though that it's so expensive. Um, and the reason I say that is because what is that? There, what city is that up there? Is it Anchorage? Might be Anchorage, but it's like right on the water, which obviously most of the big cities in Alaska are. But it's right on the water, and it's like the main hub between Asia and the U.S., or it's like a midway point for like mid-Asia to the U.S. if you're going through the West Coast. And I think it's Anchorage, but I could be wrong. But it's like it's going to be like a primary trade route throughout the world, essentially. Like as the northern ice cap starts to melt more, and icebreaker ships develop better technology and have better steel capacity to actually break the ice. I mean, there's going to be travel lanes going all the way through there, and you would think that there would be more options for food up north, but well, yeah, and Juneau's a good example of that. Juneau and that one place that starts with a K. It's farther south. It's like Ketchikan or something. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Well, that would make sense. That makes a lot of sense. Why do I want 65 million? Just cuz. Quantum fuel, 50%. Ducky. I want to show you something here. Let me show you something. Let me get over to Pyro Gateway. And I'll show you this little magic trick I got. Yeah, what Jennings said. Why are all these markers like clumped together? Alright, so we're going to get that rolling. Ducky, let me show you my missions I have here. I have 3 missions. One for Master Hauler, or 401k, 1485, 401k, 401k, all from Stanton Gateway to Pyro Gateway. Now these missions, it only takes you like 10, 15 minutes. I think it's like 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes to go from Stanton Gateway to Pyro Gateway. And that is if you are factoring in how much commodities are being loaded onto your hull C. Obviously, if you have one mission with only like 900 SCU, it's going to be a faster load than a mission that has 4,000 SCU of cargo. So you got to keep that in mind. But me doing these 3 stack missions going from Stanton Gateway to Pyro Gateway, I am about to get 1.2 million pending that it actually succeeds. So yeah, I'd say it's pretty profitable for only going like 15-20 minutes on one run. I'm not actually speed running this though, so I mean it's probably closer to 25-30 minutes. Holy cow, this thing is not slowing down. Ooh, grinding the rookie rank missions. That's going to take so long. I mean, if you're just making money, that's fine. But if you're trying to get reputation, that's going to take a long time. You have to do just short of 5,000 rookie rank missions to get up to master. It's like 4750 or something. Redwind line haul missions? I didn't know those were member rank. I only saw the rookie rank ones. But if there are member ones now, that's nice. Redwind is in Pyro, but currently in this patch there are rookie rank missions in Stanton that you can do. Hi, new here. I love the SC Haulers videos. Congrats on streaming going well. Would you be willing to give a quick Hull C 101 type thing on how to use it? Oh man. How quick would you like it, Sci-Fi? And thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. I'm OOTL. What does that mean, aquatic? A basic 101. I guess I will. The Hull C is a fickle mistress with lots of bugs. That's tip number one. You're going to get frustrated. It's going to be upsetting sometimes. But you just got to push through it. And figure out how it works. What things make bugs happen. What things don't make bugs happen. And eventually you'll get it. And it'll all work out. And you're going to love it because it's going to make you a ton of money. Come on now. There we go. Out of the loop. Space dumping is better than dumping out of spaceport to make lag, and it is duping canceled contract mission boxes to the Hull C. Oh yeah. I forgot that was a thing that you can watch streams like from earlier, like while they're live, which is awesome. Just confusing sometimes. Confusing. Wait. Why did it stop? Why did it stop? Yeah, if the cargo is worth anything, people would love it. Oh no, I moved! That's why I turn off the engines. No. Okay, now we're drifting. I did call her fickle. You are correct. Well, she's unloading the cargo. Maybe it's just like a weirdly placed box or something. So we're missing what? 15? We're missing 6? No, 5. So a 4 and a 1? Oh, just finished one of them. Huh. I'm so confused. I am so confused right now. Did it leave the rest of my cargo in Pyro? Well, I didn't leave the boxes. I put them back on MC. Okay, we're going back to Pyro for my boxes. Okay, there's a box right there. Okay, we're gonna go move these boxes. I think those are aluminum boxes, and I don't think it unloaded them properly. Why did I just shoot out of the ship like that? I am so confused. That is aluminum. That is my 5 SU of aluminum, I believe. Yeah, there it is. What about this other mission? Oh, it finished. That. So the other one finished. It was just lagging and delayed. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try it again. If that doesn't work, I'm just gonna go grab, like, my cutter or something. And just grab them directly off the hull C. Is anybody in PTU right now? Well, it definitely wants to do something. Well, let's face towards the jump gate. That's been fairly successful for me today. Come on, baby. Okay, I don't want to do this. We are going to a landing pad. There we go. Perfect. Out of the way, close to the pad. I left the door open. Well, that's not good. Oh god, my helmet. I was dying. That could have been a bad time, gang. That was interesting. I don't know why I was going through there as if I was going to the refinery or something. I am not going to the refinery. What ship can I claim that I could throw 5 SCU into? The MPUV tractor. That seems like a good one.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Oh no. Can I? There we go. I was concerned for a second. I thought I wasn't going to be able to leave.
Landing gear up.
Is it on the front side here? Where's the one SCU cargo? Is it not going to let me pull off of there? Because... Oh, there it goes. Okay. That would be nice. Where'd it go? There you are. Why did it snap to the grid? Well, this is awkward. Because I have 6 SCU of aluminum and I only need 5. Okay. Let's go back to the hangar. Not crash into that. What? Wants me to go all the way down there? Insane. Yeah, right. Just throw it in my persistent hanger. Yeah, this is my decorating aluminum.
Shields off. Shields on.
Don't close on me. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Don't try to land your ships in third persons, folks, unless you got really good training.
Landing. Engines off.
Whew. Okay. Let's pull this stuff off and see who is the real Slim Shady. Because I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. I always, majority of the time, I will always. None of them counted. So it's all just hanger decoration. Ugh. There's no conversation to be had, Ducky. There's no second eye.
Engines on. Launch complete.
I don't make the rules.
Landing. Engines off.
Alright. I guess we're just gonna submit this mission. Hear me out, Hunter. What about a pocket hole A hanger instead? Unfold that bad boy and unlock it. A pocket hole A. I don't remember what pad I was on. I think it was 2. Appears that it is not 2. Oh, maybe it is. It is 2. It's called simplified English for a reason. That's good. I like it. Fun fact. It's been recently said over the past, like, 10 years that Americans have the most up-to-date, like, European British accent, and Europeans have not evolved, or not Europeans, British haven't evolved from the European accent that they have today, mostly because they've been stuck in a bubble for a long time. And, you know, A lot of British people are stubborn. I don't blame you. You get the same weather I do. It's always rainy and cloudy. Except for today, for some reason, it wanted to be sunny. Let me get the real facts behind this. There's an article on BBC saying how Americans preserved British English. Now I want to read that. Americans today pronounce some words more like Shakespeare than Brits do, but it's the 18th century England where they'd really feel at home. One feature of most American English is what linguists call rhoticity, or the pronunciation of R, in words like card and water. Turns out that Brits in the 1600s, like modern day Americans, largely pronounced all their R's. Marissa Brooke researches language variations at Canada's University of Victoria. Many of those immigrants came from parts of the British Isles where non-rhoticity hadn't yet spread. She says of the early colonists, the change towards standard non-rhoticity in southern England was just beginning at the time the colonies became the United States. So there it is. I was gonna dock my whole C.
Approved to dock.
Approved to dock. I speak English here in Cali. Bad English. It's like that scene from King of the Hill. Bobby, you speak English. How are you failing it? What do you, Ducky? You can't even bring that up. Nobody can pronounce that properly. We're Chestershire. Something like that. I don't know. Can we get somebody from dictionary.com on the streams, please? Preferably an English major. Worcestershire. It's all right. That's like the one word, no matter how you pronounce it, people will always know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh. They will always know what you are talking about, no matter how you pronounce it. Warshy sister. I don't know who that is, but it's probably some dude from Texas, and I can appreciate that. Could also see it being from somebody from North Carolina. Store the MPUV. Store the Hull C. Okay, we are going to chat. We got to get out of here. I was not expecting to stream this long this morning, but we've just been having a good time. So I am going to go find somebody on Twitch to hand you off to. YouTube, you're going to have to go find somebody else to watch because I don't think you can raid on YouTube yet. But 07, everybody, thank you all for coming out, and I appreciate you. I feel like a cat just ran by my foot, and I don't have a cat, so... Snake Charmer for hire. Admiral Pooks. Enterprise. Moist Noodle. Hey, Virgil's online.
Landing gear raised.
It's way off baseline. No, this is the baseline. If we don't do it, we're off baseline and need to realign.
But Virgil's doing PvP. I don't know if I want to send y'all to PvP.
Headline trackers. They'll track your headline movements and translate those into in-game movements. What that can mean for you is situational and tactical awareness that you just...
Ah, fantastic. We'll send you over there to Loken Plays. Anyways, over the next few days, look out for my Hull C and economy video that I'm going to do. And that's going to be in PTU, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, I'm going to get out of here. Twitch, I'm going to send you over to Loken Plays, and we will go from there. I am Sacks of Wine. This has been SC Haulers Live, and we'll see you at the next haul. Love you. Bye. Astor, thanks for following, man. I appreciate you.